What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Thursday. It is August 22nd, and we are back with another video for you. Sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. Crying kid in the background. I didn't want to put you guys through that. So anytime we don't have a video, make sure you're in the Discord because you can ask your questions. People answer back and forth. We are there for you if there's not a video. So that being said, we're still going to do the giveaways from 2 days ago. So anytime we have a video the next day, whenever the next day is, we will run those. So if you've never been here before, you're in for a treat. Buckle up, stick around. I think you're going to like it. We go through every game. So we have 2 slates for this Thursday. We have a 5-game early and a 5-game main. And that's it. So we've got 10 games for today. We've got some good pitching matchups. We've got some bats we're going to talk about. We've got our sponsor, which is Outlier.bet. But right now, let's check out the 2 winners, or possibly 1 winner, from the day before's video. So how to win: like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If this video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA Plus. 100 likes is a free month. 150 likes, a free $200 a year. 200 or more likes, a chance at a lifetime pass. Also, we are running a special right now, NFL only. If you just want the NFL season, you want all content with NFL DFS, email me right now, dfshelp1@gmail.com. We are running it for $75. You can PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App me, and we'll get you set up on the site for the NFL content. Otherwise, every single sport is $30 a month. It'd be about $150 value if you paid month to month for every sport. So if you're just interested in NFL, hit us up and let us know. So you do have a chance to win both times. We're just going to see who wins this first one because our past video got 90 likes. So LG5295, congratulations on winning a free week of FTA Plus. Email me so I know you saw it and let me know your username on the site, and we will set you up with a free week. Now, the keyword yesterday was Bing Bong, and it is in here, but we're going to re-roll it, and we are going to see if you are the winner or it's another person for a free week of FTA Plus for the keyword. And there you go. That is the second time it has run it. Congratulations. You won 2 free weeks, and that's as easy as it is. So if you guys just come, leave a comment there with the keyword, you have a chance to win multiple times a day, and you can win every single day. So congratulations to you, and we are going to do the same thing today. So we're going to have the video. We're going to have the likes. If the likes get there, we will have the giveaways as well. So it is split up, like I said, and we're just going to go right into it. This early slate, we are good with the weather, and I think we are good to go to look at all of the matchups here. So Colorado, Washington. We've got Patrick Corbin versus Cal Quantrill. Now, we did not use Patrick Corbin last time. Philly only gave up 2 earned runs, okay? Only had 2 strikeouts, only 4.4 fantasy points. Even when he doesn't, get hit hard, he doesn't put up the fantasy points. Colorado, they have not faced him before. He's pitching at home where he does have a little bit better ERA, but it is 5.32. I'm not looking at Patrick Corbin. He could have a good game. I get that. I do not trust him. I would be looking at Colorado bats against a lefty and against Corbin. So Brennan Rodgers has a home run against him, batting .462. Nolan Jones batting 2 for 3 with a home run. Those are the 2 that have home runs against him. But this year, Colorado bats against left-handed pitching. You've got Jacob Stallings batting .302 with 5 bombs. Ryan McMahon has 6 bombs. Brennan Rodgers has 4 home runs. Then you got Michael Togliai, .226 batting average, but has 9 bombs. Ezekiel Tovar, 7 home runs. Britton Doyle, 3 home runs. I love a Colorado stack today. As long as the weather's good, which it should be, I do not mind a Colorado stack. And on the flip side of that, Washington bats against Cal Quantrill. Quantrill's faced him once this year, went 6 innings, had a good game there. 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, actually had a decent game. The way Washington's going right now, I don't think I'm trusting him. I'm not paying $6,000 for him. I'm probably looking at bats here. So C.J. Abrams has a home run against him. Luis Garcia has a home run against him. Those are the 2 with home runs. But then if we dig in and we look at the Washington bats against righties this year, Luis Garcia has 14 bombs, batting over 300 against right-handed pitching. You got Alex Call batting .383 in 60 at-bats. You got James Wood with 4 bombs, batting .283. Then you got Kybert Ruiz with 10 bombs. You got Riley Adams, who's there as well. I do not mind a Washington stack. Again, we're going to have to wait to see the lineup that comes out, But I'm probably, in this first game, not looking at pitching and looking at bats in this one. Next game, we got Gavin Williams versus Garrett Cole. So Gavin Williams on the road. He's not faced the Yankees in his career. On the road, has a 2.49 ERA, so he has been better. Game log-wise, a couple of stinkers in here between Milwaukee and Baltimore, which are really good teams. The Yankees do hit righties better. The Yankees offense just, it looks like a couple of games they'll be clicking, and then all of a sudden they're not clicking. Like Monday night's game when they went into extra innings and nothing happened. Just nothing on the board there. So Yankees bats against Williams. No one's faced him, obviously, but Yankees bats against right-handed pitching. You got Austin Wells. He's got to be in there. If he's in there, I love him. He's got 9 bombs. You've got Aaron Judge with 33 bombs, batting .340. You've got Soto with .304 batting average with 24 bombs. Stanton's even in there with 17 bombs against right-handed pitching. Those are the ones that I feel comfortable with. So Wells, Judge, Soto, like those are the things that I am looking for, and those would be the ones that I'm, gonna stack. Maybe Oswald Peraza if he's in there, maybe Oswaldo Cabrera if he gets in there as well. And then Guardians side, it is Garrett Cole. He is having a down year, but again, you got to think about it. He's basically right out of spring training. He's got a few starts under his belt if it were spring training, and he's had 2 really good games in a row. Texas had 10 strikeouts, gave up 1 earned run. They lost that game 9-4. Against Detroit, got the W in that one. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, really coming on strong. In his career against Cleveland, he's had success. And then you look at Cleveland bats against him. Jose Ramirez is batting .409 with 2 bombs against him. Josh Naylor has a home run against him, a batting .143. I think he's 1 for 14 or 2 for 14. But then we look at the other bats. Not a ton. Bo Naylor, if he's in there, has got 7 bombs against righties. Andres Jimenez has 4. Will Brennan, 8. Tyler Freeman, 5. Steven Kwan, 8. Batting .295. I'm okay. I'd rather take Garrett Cole over Guardians today. So we move on to the third game. Milwaukee, St. Louis. You got Freddie Peralta going up against Miles Michaelis here. So Peralta, 4 ERAs, dropping his ERA, but like for his price, he's not hit value for a while. Like he hasn't hit value since July 20th against Minnesota. Splits-wise, he's already faced St. Louis twice this year. He's actually had success against them. 12 innings pitched, so 6 innings apiece, basically. 3 earned runs with 15 strikeouts. The numbers are good. I would look at Freddie Peralta here. 9,300. You are going to save. You're going to save 300 if you don't go with Cole and you go with Peralta. So not a ton of savings, and that's kind of where you're at. And then Miles Michaelis here, 5.41 ERA. So his ERA is up there. Little concerning, but still there. Splits-wise, he has faced Milwaukee twice this year. 1 win, 1 loss, 8 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Probably not going to be using him. Probably looking at Freddie Peralta and Milwaukee bats. So Rhys Hoskins does have 2 home runs against him. Bryce Terang has 1 home run. Jackson Chourio has 1 home run. But if we dig in a little bit, and we are using Outlier.bet, our sponsor, this is how we break down the games. We have it on this screen. If you want to check them out, go check them out. Great sponsor. You can click the link down below. You can sign up to either one of their packages. If you sign up with their regular package for $20 a month, we are going to give you a free month of FTA Plus as long as you go through the 7-day free trial and pay the $20. And then the flip side, they have a pro version, which we've talked about and we've gone into depth with betting videos. So if you want to go check the channel out, you can see it a little bit more in depth. We go through there, $130 for a month. If you sign up and go through the 7-day free trial and then pay there, we are going to give you 3 months free, which is a $90 value right there. So, looking at this, other bats, Willy Adames got 20 home runs against right-handed pitching, batting .270. Rhys Hoskins only batting .222, but has 15 home runs and has had success against Michaelis, so I'm okay with using him. Chourio batting .271, already has a home run against him and 14 home runs this year against right-handed pitching. William Contreras is another one. If you are looking to stack, I would look at Milwaukee. .271 batting average with 15 home runs. So I'm fading Michaelis. I am looking at Peralta. I am looking at the Milwaukee bats. If you're fading Peralta for whatever reason and you want to go with St. Louis bats, Nolan Arenado batting .323 against him with 4 home runs. Not too shabby in 31 at-bats. Goldie has 2 home runs against him. Wilson Contreras has 2 home runs against him. So if you want to fade and you want to just pay $300 more and go with Garrett Cole instead of Freddie, you've got some plays there. I don't mind either side. Personally, I might be playing a little bit of Freddie Peralta. Again, 5-game slate, probably only playing tournaments today. So definitely check out the website. Check out FTA Plus. Now, if you guys, I've seen some people signing up for FTA Plus, and then I get a message that says card declined or unable to do transaction. If you see that on your end, email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we will get you signed up one way or another. There's about 5 of you that I've emailed, but you have not emailed back. So with Stripe, that our payment processor, we changed the webhook, and it feels like ever since then there might be something wrong with it. So if you guys have been trying to sign up and you've been having problems, email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we will get it sorted one way or another. If we don't pay on the website, we got PayPal, we got Venmo, we got Cash App. We've got you covered there. So the 4th game, Detroit at Chicago. They think it's going to be Brant Herter. Pitched 6 innings out of the bullpen Friday, 3-0 loss. This could be one where I don't know, it's bulk relief. So it would be like Kenta Maeda coming in early and then Brant Herter coming in after. He actually had decent games when he's come in, when he's not been the starter. So tournaments, I don't mind that. Again, though, but his price, $6,300, is pretty cheap. Then you got Justin Steele. Splits-wise, obviously has not faced Detroit this year. And looking at these, when he's pitching at home, he's got a 3.54 ERA, so it is at home. And we'll kind of see what we're talking about, if there are any ballpark factors and stuff like that. So we will put that in the Discord. The other things we're going to do is we're going to shelve the pitches be crazy and the 10 out of 10 matchup rating batters, and we're going to put them into the Discord. And I say that because we filmed these a little bit early. These are early simulations and things change, so I want to give you guys the most up-to-date thing. So we will put these into the Discord starting today, usually about 2 hours before the main slate locks. Whether or not that main slate's in the morning or at night, that is when we will put them in there. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that, because they do change a little bit. So that's the most up-to-date way to do it. So Justin Steele comes in, game logs, bad game against Toronto, but they do hit lefties a little bit better. White Sox, good game. St. Louis, good game. Bad game against Cincy. Bad game against Baltimore or Milwaukee. Arizona, Baltimore. He's up and down. 9,000, you're going to save a little bit of money. I don't mind him because it is Detroit. But Detroit against lefties this year, you've got Andy Ibanez batting .351 with 4 bombs. Colt Keith batting .309 with a home run. Matt Vierling has .265 batting average with 2 home runs. Riley Green, fresh off the IL, has got 4 bombs. Torkelson against lefties, .250, 2 home runs there. So, looking at that, I do not mind Justin Steele. I do not mind Brant Herter for tournaments. Now, make sure, I think it's probably going to be, depending on when you watch this video, it's probably already out there, but Brant Herter's most likely going to come in from bulk relief. Let's kind of pay attention to that. I think that for people that aren't watching these videos and for people that are looking at, maybe they don't play MLB DFS a lot, let's take advantage of them and let's see if he is going to be a bulk reliever. If he is, he's actually hit value a lot and he's a cheap option. If you don't want to go with that and you want to go with Cubs bats, like I'm probably not going to, but you could look at Dansby Swanson. You could look at Ian Happ, Suzuki, Michael Busch. I don't mind. Isak Paredes. I do not mind Isak Paredes against a lefty pitcher. Be a cheap option, but he's more boomer bust tournament pick for me. Tampa Bay at Oakland. We've got Osvaldo Bido versus Jeffrey Springs. Now, Bido is in here. We used him last game. We used him against San Francisco last game because they had a great matchup, and he came through. No earned runs, only 1 hit allowed, 6 strikeouts, 27.7 fantasy points. A perfect outing for what we needed at his price. He's only gone up $100. I don't mind that. Oakland lately, this week at least, or the past like week and a half, kind of been a sneaky stack for us. We've talked about it in the Discord. We've talked about it in these videos. So you guys bring your ideas to the Discord. We've got, I think there's 300 members in the Discord, like 300 total members. So if you guys join it, the link is down below. All of the links to all social media, all the article for today, everything is down below in the description of this video, along with the merch that you guys can buy. Buy a sticker. Help us out. Help us out by buying a sticker. But love Beto here. Tampa Bay, it's a really weird year. It's weird to see Tampa Bay doing as bad as they've done. Chris Morel's the only one who's faced Beto. 6 at-bats, 0 batting average. Honestly, I don't trust them. Just looking at their batter stats, no one's batting over 260 against right-handed pitching this year. Yandy Diaz has 259 with 7 bombs. Chris Morel has 16 bombs against righties. I really like Beto here at 8,300. Going to save a little bit of money if you don't pay up. Then you got Jeffrey Springs, game log-wise, coming off 2 good games, one against Arizona, which they are a great hitting team against left-handed pitching, and Baltimore, which they're obviously a good hitting team as well. Oakland, they've seen him. Basically one start. We look at this. It wasn't this year, but basically the equivalent of one start here. Seth Brown has a home run against him, and that's it. But then if we look at Oakland bats against left-handed pitching this year, Andujar batting 404 with a bomb. You've got Brent Rooker batting 296 with 9 bombs. Das Cameron, 244 batting average, 4 bombs. Shea Langoliers only batting 219 but has 5 bombs. If you want to go tournament, Jeffrey Springs, I'm okay with that because this is a massive ballpark in Oakland, and he is cheap. Again, I don't love the pitching today, but there are so many different options that are in good spots. It could get interesting today, especially since there's 2 slates broken up, some pitching that I think a lot of people are going to be on. They're going to be on Cole, they're going to be on Peralta, they're going to be on Steele. We could pivot. We could be on Herter if he comes in as bulk relief. We could be on Gavin Williams if we think he could get 5, 6 plus strikeouts against the Yankees. We've got Jeffrey Springs, Osvaldo Beto. Like, I want to take advantage of that. I want some Garrett Cole and Peralta, but we can take advantage of some of these pitchers today. Then we get into the main slate. We've got Cincy at Pittsburgh. We've got Nick Lodolo going up against Paul Skeens. So Lodolo on the road. Splits-wise, he's already faced Pirates once this year. 1 win, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run with 8 strikeouts. Game log is coming off a bad start against Kansas City. We stacked Kansas City against him because we love to take Kansas City bats against left-handed pitching, and that was in Great American Small Park. This one's on the road, and you do look at Lodolo's splits on the road. He is better, 305 batting average compared to a 609 ERA, and he's had success against the Pirates. And then we look at the Pirates bats against right-handed pitch or against left-handed pitching. There's some that hit well. Joey Bart batting 413 with 4 bombs. O'Neal Cruz 207 with 5 bombs. Connor Joe 3 home runs with 260 batting average. Brian De La Cruz 278 batting average with 4 bombs. Those would be the Pirate bats I would look at if I wasn't going Lodolo, but I do like Lodolo here. Then we've got Paul Skeens. Now, they don't have, and you can read it here, Pirates currently have no plans to shut Skeens down, but are considering shortening his starts. That's a problem, especially at almost 10,000. Game log-wise, I could see 5 innings. I could see an X amount of pitches. We see 100, 191, 93. That's what scares me because I don't want to pay 9,900 and him only go like 4 or 5 innings. Now, he could rack up the strikeouts in those 4 or 5 innings, and it would pay off. Like we see against Cincy, he went 6 innings with 7 Ks, 25.3. That's great. But we look at his game logs, couple of 3 starts here and then a 20-plus burger out of him. So it's good. That's my problem. If they shorten his starts and then we're screwed because we paid nearly $10,000 for him, then it kind of puts us in a bind. So he's got a great matchup that I love here. If we don't want to use him, okay. If you want to use him for tournaments, if you make like 20 lineups, I'm okay with that. But then let's say he goes out early and the bullpen comes in. Then you can come down here to MLB tab, bullpen stats. So these stats are going to show you up to date. Every morning these are updated. How the bullpens do against just how the bullpens have done this year. So we look at this, and we look at Pittsburgh. And depending on what you're looking for, who you're looking for, Pittsburgh's got a 4.26 ERA bullpen, 413 hits, 209 earned runs, a whip of 135, 44 home runs. So if you sort it, you go through here. They don't give up a ton of home runs. They're towards the bottom half, but they still are there. The bullpen's got a 4+ ERA. So it'll all depend on how deep he goes into the game. Tournaments I'm okay with. Since he bats against him, no one's hit a home run. And they really haven't done a ton. Ellie De La Cruz batting .279 with 16 bombs against right-handed pitching. You got Will Benson with 11 bombs. Spencer Steer with 15. Like, those are good numbers. Those would be the ones I'd look at. I do like Skeens. I do like Lodolo. We could save a little bit of money with Lodolo. And he's got a good matchup as well. So, depending on where you want to go, the only thing that scares me is if Skeens does not go 5 innings. So next game, we got the Angels at Toronto. You've got Mr. Jake Bloss coming in. I was going to say, he started with the Astros this year. He's got a bloated ERA, so it is up there. Has not pitched in the majors since the 23rd, so a month. Hasn't done much in the majors. Again, though, it's the Angels. So the Angels lineup here, again, not a lot of people are going to be on them. I get that. Bloss, I probably want nothing to do with Bloss. I'm surprised. He's got a 70 ERA and he's 7,700, which is wild to me. And then Griffin Canning. You've got Canning, 5.48 ERA, splits-wise, has not faced Toronto this year. We look at this. Canning's been up and down. We look at his game logs, nothing, great game, nothing, pretty good game, nothing. Like, it's a pattern. It's been there. I get there. So I see that, and I look at this. I'm probably not using pitching either ones. I'm probably looking at both sides here. Angels, if I am stacking Angels against Bloss, if it is in fact Bloss, it could be Bassett too. But I would still look at like Logan O'Hoppe, batting .282 with 13 bombs. I would look at him. I would look at Nolan Shanuel, 258 batting average, 9 bombs. Joe Adell, 10 bombs, but only batting .194. Zach Neto has 14 bombs against right-handed pitching. I would look at that against Bloss or Bassett. Taylor Ward has 13 bombs as well. So an Angel stack, I think, goes under-owned today. And then we look at Toronto against Griffin Canning. Guerrero's the only one with the home run, but honestly, like, it's Guerrero batting .316 with 20 bombs. It's George Springer has 13 bombs, would be a cheap option for you, especially if they keep him leading off. I don't mind him. Spencer Horwitz batting .286 with 7 bombs against right-handed pitching. Ernie Clement, .275 batting average, 5 home runs. I don't love a full like Toronto stack. I don't love a 5-man Toronto stack, but if you find, you're doing 4-3 on DraftKings or on FanDuel, you do 3 Toronto, or 5-2 on DraftKings, you do 2 Toronto and mix it up. I don't mind that either, but I'm not using either pitcher in this game. Houston at Baltimore is the next game. You got Corbin Burns versus Mr. Spaghetti. Now, Mr. Spaghetti's been turning it up lately, except for White Sox. He gave up 4 earned runs, had 5 strikeouts, but didn't go deep in the game. Now, outside of that game, a great game against Boston, a great game against Tampa Bay, pretty damn good game against a great Dodgers defense or offense there. Still has a 5.21 ERA. This is one where I think it's sneaky because everyone's going to be on Baltimore, and I don't think very many people are going to be on the Spaghetti dude. Okay? Mr. Spaghetti is just twirling his meatball over there, and I think we take advantage of that, especially at 7,500. Tournament only, cash-wise, I'm not doing it. But then you look at him on the road. He's got a 6.09 ERA, so not the best on the road. But again, tournament day, you got it, balls to the wall there. Corbin Burns let us down his last start. Big time, bigly, as they say. 8 earned runs against a Boston team that strikes out a ton. 7 strikeouts, so the strikeouts were there, but he did give up walks, and he did give up a lot of runs. They just, Hyde just kind of let him out there and just let him go. They clawed back, but then they lost the game. And the problem is he's expensive, and he has not hit value since July 30th, and then basically July 19th. So value meaning we need at least 20 out of him, 25 out of a stud pitcher like him is what you're looking for. Against Houston, honestly, I'd probably look at the bats overall, everything. McCormick's got a home run against him. Jordan batting 400 with 2 bombs against him. Caratini has a home run. Yainer Diaz has been absolutely on fire. So if you look at Yainer Diaz and you look at his game logs, home run, 3 straight games with home runs here, double digits. Like, he's been on fire. He has 15 bombs, 300 batting average on the year. I do not mind him either. Bregman, if he's in there, has got 13 bombs against righty. Whitcomb would be a cheap option. Even John Singleton has 10 bombs against a righty pitcher there on the year. And then Baltimore bats, if you don't believe in Mr. Spaghetti. Gunnar Henderson's got 25 bombs with 296 batting average. Ryan O'Hearn's got 12 bombs, 277 batting average. Santander's been absolutely on fire, 26 bombs, 238 batting average. Hits righties better than lefties. Like, there are a ton of home runs. Colton Cowser, 14 bombs. Like, I do not mind a Baltimore stack, nor do I mind a Houston stack today. Then Philly, Atlanta, you got Spencer Schwellenbach versus Christopher Sanchez. Now, Schwellenbach, was the highest priced pitcher on the slate last time against the Angels. Only went 5 innings. We faded him. And if you watch that video, I said, I have no idea why he's the most expensive pitcher. It made no sense. He had a matchup against the Angels, but only gave up 3 earned runs, did have 8 Ks, but only had 17.1 fantasy points at 9,800. Didn't go deep in the game. If he went 7 innings, probably 25 fantasy points. And that's what you needed. The problem is, for whatever reason, they lost the game 3-2, didn't have any run support behind him. And now he's going up against a Philly team. Now, Philly's, kind of slowed down a little bit, but so have the Braves. The Braves' offense have slowed down too. And then you got Sanchez, lefty pitcher going in against this team, has not faced him this year. Pitching on the road, has got almost a 5.53 ERA. A great game against Washington in his last start. 31.6 at 7,300. They've dropped him down. But Philly is a good team. We know that Philly can hit. Both of these teams can hit. I'm probably fading both pitchers. I'm probably looking at Philly bats here too. Alec Boehm batting 301 with 7 bombs. Bryson Stott's got 8 bombs. Marsh has 12. Kyle Schwarber has 18 bombs but batting 199. But Schwarber's boomer bust. So, take him for a home run pick. But, don't expect much out of him outside of that, boomstick shot every once in a while. Those are kind of the bats you'd look at. Obviously, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper makes sense too. Atlanta bats against a left-handed pitcher. Travis d'Arnaud, 6 bombs. I wouldn't mind him if he's in there. Marcell Ozuna batting 327 with 5 home runs. He's got 37 home runs, and only 5 of them are against left-handed pitching. Just doesn't see him a ton. Matt Olson, bat 256, bats better against lefties. 7 bombs there. Laureano would be a very cheap outfield option, batting 274 with 4 bombs. And then is Soler batting 280 with 5 bombs. Is Soler on the IL? He's been day-to-day. Okay, so he's not going to play in this game, but he'll play in the weekend. So Soler's out. I thought they put him on the IL. So there are certain options that you can stack here. I'm probably staying away from the pitching and just looking at the bats in this game. Then the Mets at the Padres as the last game. Dylan Cease versus Luis Severino. Severino coming off one of his best starts in a very long time against Miami. A complete game, 8 strikeouts. It's wild to see him be, healthy this entire time, but could not be healthy for the Yankees. That's kind of what I feel. But 41.7, I think people are going to see that. He threw the most pitches he's pitched. I think that could come back and bite him a little bit, just because that is the most pitches he's pitched all year. And I don't know how it's going to affect. So 101 pitches here, then 9.3 the next game, 10.5, 5.6. Then 100 pitches here, and then minus 1.2. Okay? So when he's pitched that many pitches, the next game has not been the best. And this isn't the best matchup for him against San Diego. But again, for tournaments, anything goes when you're doing tournaments there. And then Dylan Cease, he's a stud. We know that, 3.46 ERA. 5.2 innings, only 3 earned runs against Colorado. 5 strikeouts, but had 5 walks. So the walks were up there, and that's why he only got 16 fantasy points. I love this matchup for him here against the Mets. I'm not really looking at Mets bats, but if you wanted to, Lindor, 16 bombs against right-handed pitching. Vientos with 14. Brandon Nimmo with 14. Jeff McNeil has 10. Pete Alonso has 18. JD Martinez 9. I'm probably taking Dylan Cease, and I'm probably looking at San Diego bats against Sevy just because of how many pitches he threw in his last game. And then San Diego just hits righties better than they hit lefties. So let's say Sevy's tired. They get to the bullpen. You go to the bullpen. They give up some runs as well. So, I mean, Luis Arraez batting 317. Machado's got 14 bombs, batting 272 against righties. You've got Cronenworth with 14 bombs, batting 266. Jackson Merrill, 317 batting average with 12 home runs. Profar, 12 home runs as well. So, I love Dylan Cease, and I am looking at San Diego bats today. And there you have it. That is the breakdown. All 5 games the early slate, all 5 games the main slate, all 10 games there, all the pitchers, all the batters that we like. Outlier.bet is that website. Go check them out. Sign up. They are our sponsor. We've got college football week 0 going this weekend. We've got games you can look at. You can break down. You can break down the games for Thursday. You can look at all of the games. You can look at the public betting, the overs, unders. You can see when the teams have hit the overs, unders, stuff like that. You can go into prop bets. You can go into everything. So go check out outlier.bet. And the keyword today, yet again, is outlier. Hopefully you stayed to the end of this video. Good luck today. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.